In pain. I'm Dave. That's Kenny. Fresh off of his Humira shot.
I'm feeling almighty, like a
Feeling
fucking goddamn god.
feeling spunky.
3 days of missing it's probably why I have wicked diarrhea.
It has nothing to do with why we're late. No, that's just kidding. Yeah, it does. It really does.
It's only a 25-minute delay.
25 minutes. So, what's up, guys? There's Kenny popping one, and why not me too? Because guess what? It's number 100 tonight. Holy shit!
Baby, why you crying?
We did
You
this. We
always
did this.
crying.
We did this 100 times.
I can't believe it.
That's
And
insane.
the Sixers are also celebrating with us, only being down 40.
Well, listen. I mean, to be fair, Embiid's not playing, so.
To be fair,
You know,
I would like to start the podcast off with what fan base is dumber. There are a lot of them in contention this last few weeks.
I mean, can you pick one? I really don't know because, I mean, these Niners fans coming out of the woodwork, like this is clearly their Super Bowl this weekend. I mean,
It's weird, dude. And even if they win in Philly to this week, it means literally nothing.
it really doesn't mean anything until what happens like the next couple of weeks, right? Because the Eagles have the upper hand. It's not even like it's obvious, right?
If they beat us and then they get the 1 seed, yeah, it mattered.
Like at the end of the day, like at the end of the season, if it shakes out that way, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But like I said to you, like today, this game, it's not a must win, but if they did,
you wanted to be a must win so bad.
It is, to me, it is a must win.
I don't see it.
It's a must win because if they win this game, it takes all of the pressure off of next week, first of all. Second of all, it puts all the pressure onto the other teams that are 8-3. It puts it all on them. It says, okay, you know what? We have one loss still. You guys have 3. You can't lose any more games. And that's the bottom line. So if they won this weekend, it completely puts it all on them. And the Eagles just have to take care of business against, quite frankly, some really bad teams on the back end of their schedule.
And if you look at it, I guess in a way, you could argue that the Niners probably won't lose again. They got the Ravens. The Ravens are good. Let's not act like they're not.
The Ravens are underrated. I don't know. I don't know why. I really don't know why.
I mean, I think they're underrated because everyone refuses to like talk about them. You know,
it's weird, isn't it?
There's no negative. There's no positive. They're just doing what they need to do. Although they lost last week to who?
They're like the ghosts, man. They're ghosts.
I mean, it's the second best position to be in, right?
I guess. I mean, like under the radar, I don't know. The AFC's wide open. They didn't lose last week. Didn't they beat the Chargers?
2 weeks ago. They lost to someone.
Oh, okay. No, they beat here, let me just look. They beat the Bengals.
Just look.
They beat the Bengals 2 weeks ago. So
has it been 3 weeks already since that loss?
It has. They lost to Cleveland by 2. That's the one. That's the one you're thinking of. And
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. And you know what? Cleveland is another one. Cleveland is also underrated to me. They have a really good defense.
They don't have a quarterback.
I understand. So like they're not going to probably make it very far, but they're good. They're a pretty good team. Underrated to me, but I'm not really too worried about that.
It's honestly a shame that we have to watch the Steelers in a playoff game.
You know what's fucking weird about the Steelers? They're kind of similar to the Eagles in no, just hear me out. Not in skill or any of that type of stuff, but the way that they go about it. They're not blowing people away. They're not, flashy. They're not crushing teams. They're just hanging around and in the moment, and they fucking pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're not wrong there.
In that way is what I mean.
Kenny Pickett is worse than Christian Hackenberg.
Well, is he, or is the offense just inept because they haven't had any leadership?
Bro, in Kenny Pickett's career, he's thrown for 2 touchdowns once.
Who's better, Kenny Pickett or Bryce Young?
See, I don't think it's fair to Bryce Young yet.
I'm just asking a question.
Like, am I starting a franchise?
Yeah. They're what,
I'm
year
taking
apart?
Bryce Young.
They're 1 year apart, right?
Yeah, I'm starting Bryce Young. I mean, they both have their flaws. Kenny Pickett has little baby hands. Bryce Young can't see. You know,
I remember those memes with the fucking dinosaur hands, like
the
10-1, man. 10-1. I'll tell you what. That game on Sunday was nuts. That's nuts. You don't usually win that game. For every reason.
they shouldn't have won in Kansas City either, right?
I get. Are you saying that because of the drop? Or are you just saying it in general?
Just in general. I mean, if you think about it, they really should have lost the last 3 games.
Yeah, but that's just not the way it works. This, it's not the way it works, right? Like this is the exact argument that these crazy fans are making online. If they didn't call this penalty, if his knee wasn't down before the goal line, if fucking Scantling catches that pass, if Josh Allen throws the ball on the left side instead of the right side, this is every week with the ifs. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I put you on my blue talk.
What are you doing?
What?
You're changing your audio in the middle of the fucking podcast?
Oh,
you are a psycho. You are a fucking psycho.
Act like you've been there. I'm in a goddamn mechanical room. I can't hear anything.
You are a fucking psycho. Why can't you but get a pair of fucking headphones like a normal human?
Then get me a motherfucking Christmas gift, okay?
Jesus Christ.
I'm fucking poor.
Can you hear me now?
I've never been spoken to in this manner in my life.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear shit. I'm done. I'm getting off.
Can you hear me now?
I've had enough.
Can you hear me now?
I've had enough of the abuse. Fucking goddamn mechanical room.
Should the Eagles have lost the Washington game? No.
Probably.
That's why,
listen,
everybody, yeah, it's just.
I know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, and the only thing that fucking matters is they won. Like, I hear you. I understand you. I'm just saying that, like, you can make the case. The problem is that everyone has this, thank God, everyone has this, like, belief, right, of how last year went and how easy it was, similar to, like, what the Cowboys are doing, right? Are you there?
Scoring a lot of points and, just trashing people.
Exactly. And then now this year it's a struggle. And I mean, rightfully so. I don't think Hurts is nearly as good as he was last year, but I don't think it's some steep fucking fall. You know what I mean?
No, he's still on track to have over 4,000 yards.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, it's just, the opponents are tougher. People have another, year of game film on, Hurts.
I said to you, he's definitely obviously an X factor, right? Like it's something that, not everybody has. Like he has the ability to literally just say, fuck it and take on the next thing, whatever that is. There is no moment too big for Jalen Hurts. None.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I kind of hope. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
I barely hear it over here, but
that's nice. That's fucking nice. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna hang up and start to fuck my life over again. God damn it! What is she doing up there?
Herd of elephants up there.
Fuck me, man. This heater is like a goddamn fucking death sentence. I mean, people in prison have better fucking rights than me right now.
So tell me about this TV you got with no remote from a dead guy.
The fucking dead guy, dude.
I get on the call and Kenny's like, I can't fucking turn this TV on. I got this TV from a dead guy. Now I don't got no remote.
I bought something from a dead guy's kids or something, and they were like, "Do you want this TV? We're just gonna throw it away." And I was like, "All right, I'll take this fucking TV." And then it doesn't have a remote, and you can't click the buttons. It's like a fucking. You need the Game Informer magazine, so you know exactly what the cheat code is to get it to fucking turn. It's a Spectra.
Who cares? Does it work?
What?
Does it work?
Yeah, I'm watching the Sixers lose by 100, and it's funny when you put the volume up, the word Spectra comes up on the screen and it's white if it's at 0, and then as you add volume, the colors, the words start getting filled in. You know what I mean?
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's a piece of junk TV. Anyway, all right, I'm focused in now. Let's go. I'm ready.
Oh, you sure you're ready?
It only took 12 minutes to, get it right.
But yeah, anyway, I was telling you, there's no moment that's too big for Jalen Hurts, man. It's not. And he even said it today in an interview. I heard it today. They asked him about it, and he just said that. He's like, I'm in the moment. I live in the moment. I take on each moment one at a time. Whatever happened last time, this is the new moment. This is where I'm at. So that's it. He looks at it that simply.
Are we criticizing for not showing emotion? Like, it's weird to me. Who cares?
You want a guy who shows emotion, but yet we literally take shits on Joel Embiid because he looks like, his dog died sometimes. That's showing emotion. Like, what do you want? Do you want Jalen Hurts or do you want Joel Embiid? Bryce Harper does the same thing. Bryce Harper shows emotion positively and negatively. But there also seems to be no moment too big for him either.
Well,
baseball.
I think each sport is a little different. I don't know, man. Maybe like I don't care if he's smiling. I don't care what he's doing. All I care about is, oh shit, you have 1:49 to go win this fucking game. Can you go win this fucking game? And then he'll go win the game.
Yeah, I mean, and until he doesn't, and until he shows that he can't succeed or can't win, like why I don't know why everybody has to like question it, and who cares? Listen, if you want to go on Twitter and fucking tout that Dak is better than Hurts, fine, okay, make the point, fine. I don't know anybody, well, no, there are people, but it doesn't make sense to go on and say Hurts is better than Dak, because honestly, as a quarterback, from the perspective, that's the other thing. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about a leader? Are we talking about a quarterback? What are we talking about? A football player? What are we talking about?
It's like I fucking told you the other day, right? Game on the line, 2-minute drill, 2 timeouts. Do you want Dak running you up the field from the 10, or do you want Jalen Hurts running you up from the 10? Dak has shown over the career that he is not built for the big moment. And that's nothing more than just an obvious stated fact. But people will be like, oh my God, you're such a fucking hater. You don't know football. You don't know anything. It's just like it's criminally terrible, these fan bases. And I know we probably have some of them. You know what I mean? We definitely have to.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, we're not. Let's not kid each other, right?
No.
But it's just like I can sit here and say that Dak Prescott is having a good year. No,
great.
I can sit here and say he's having a great year.
Absolutely.
But I can also say that Hurts should be in conversation for the MVP. I'm not sure the MVP is this, like, did you throw for 4,000 yards, 45 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, or did you win games that you shouldn't have fucking won because I led you to win those games? To me, that's an MVP.
Yes.
So And it's okay to say that the stats guy should be an MVP. That's okay. They can both be in the same conversation for two different fucking things. But these fucking people just don't want to fucking be realistic. You know what I mean?
Well,
Too many people are trying to make money off of Twitter instead of actually engaging and being smart. You know what I mean? Like, it's painful.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it both. You could also, you could get views and interaction and be, use your fucking brain also. Like, everything doesn't have to be clickbait, And it's hard to tell sometimes if people are fucking being serious or not. Usually if they respond, they're being serious. If they don't respond, they're being fucking dumb. So that's how you kind of learn.
You have that Niners fan that's like, they threw beer and eggs at Niners fans. Literally, people are getting stabbed to death. And he's trying to equate it as it's not nearly as bad, which is just like, I don't understand. And that's the other problem is that these like 13, 14, 15-year-old fucking trolls have fucking a platform to speak. They put a picture up of, Brock Purdy and think that they're fucking, they're memeing people to death.
Yeah, or like SpongeBob fucking, is there fucking avatar or whatever.
I get tired of I honestly, I've been saying this for 100 episodes. I'm tired of it. I would like to get away from it. I can't.
I can't either. I've been doing better. I really have.
No, I agree with you. I mean, I don't want to give the guy kudos, but I will give him kudos. Like Cole's Cowboys.
Yeah, we might have to reach out to Cole. You like him. You like this guy.
Because I feel like he's the perfect amount. He's exactly what you want out of Twitter, right?
Well, he's the perfect. He's real, though. He's real.
90% real, 5% troll, 5% tries to give credit, and then people make fun of him. So then he's like, "Yeah, fuck you and your stanky ass mom." Like that to me is like a perfect fan account to me. You know what I mean? Like that's what you need.
Well, and he doesn't, and he's not like I don't feel like he's constantly trolling the Eagles, even when Dallas isn't playing the Eagles. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
And he'll give it if it needs to be given. And I'm
cool. Maybe we should reach out to him. Maybe he'll come on the podcast for after the Dallas game.
Dallas.
You never know.
I mean, I'm cool with it.
Or before the Dallas game. Maybe we could have him on next week.
I don't know. I just, it's Twitter's a cesspool. And we've been saying that for years, but it's just like
it is.
It's getting worse. I mean, it's getting worse and worse and worse. And ever since Elon's taken over, it's been the worst it's ever been.
Well, that's true. But we need to talk about this game. So, who was besides Hurts, if you can't pick Hurts, who was like what play or what player in that game made you say holy fuck the most?
Stoll.
You think so?
No, well, I mean, that was a huge conversion. Like, I'm not going to take that away from him. It was huge. But I think if you're asking me that question in a real way, I think it's Kelsey because he didn't particularly have a great game on the final drive, right? He has 2 false starts. You can't have them. 3 false starts. And honestly, I've been watching this video about that Phillips guy.
Yep.
I think Kelsey false started. If you look at the video, he twitches, which is
Are you talking about? Hold on. Are you talking about the one where they didn't call it against the Eagles?
Yeah, where Phillips blew up the line on Cam.
He blew up Juergens. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He flinched. It is what it is. He flinched. So
okay,
it's still a dirty fucking play. Don't get me fucking wrong, but there's some accountability there. So. And then to come back and just get that block on a drive where you just fucking had 2 mental errors, cost you 10 yards, and then to, swing around. He's the most violent center I've ever seen, and
I know.
Just in a fucking incredible way. And we should honestly count our lucky stars that he has been here his whole career. He's not going to play anywhere else. Honestly. Not to get too down this rabbit hole and emotional about it, which is crazy because they're talking about sports, but you'll never, ever, 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 ever see what you've seen in Philadelphia with Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Johnson. Yeah, he's Kelsey. Been here. Yeah, I was in college when we drafted him.
Kelsey.
Jason Kelsey, and then I think, am I missing one?
Um,
It's mostly those
no,
four.
that's pretty much it.
So like you're never gonna have.
I mean,
that
you never know
again.
what's gonna happen with Hurts, and
It
you know,
doesn't
there's a
matter
couple.
though because he's not gonna have three other people with him.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So like to have like a core like that for over a decade together, you know, that A, it speaks volumes on it, and B, I was also thinking like with Deshaun Jackson retiring, it speaks volumes on the luck maybe or skill set or position. Like, dude, Chip Kelly traded Deshaun Jackson after like 1350 yards, like all receiving yards,
Yeah.
and they traded Shady after 1,000 yards. So like, what was that about? So they got, you know what I'm trying to say? Those four got lucky that they were able to like stay around still, you know?
Yeah, you just mean like they dodged those weird bullets like that.
I mean, you got to admit the Chip Kelly era was like the weirdest era of Philadelphia sports like ever.
Oh, dude, it was bizarre. It was so weird. So weird. And I was so hopeful that it would work out because
I think everyone was.
I loved him in Oregon. It was fucking awesome.
I will say though, your boy was out on him from day one.
Yeah, you were, because
And
you kind of felt like it was too gimmicky.
Yeah, and I oh, what a shot by the Rangers! Holy shit!
I'll tell you what though, he made some good picks, man.
It was much more of just like how he was like power hungry and like
100%.
I don't know, man. These are grown fucking adults.
Yeah,
you know what
I know.
I mean? Like if you're talking about college players, they'll deal with whatever so they can get to the pros, right?
Yep.
You know, pro athletes aren't going to deal with shit. They don't give a fuck. They already made it. Chances are, you know what I mean? They're going to keep making it.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll just not play for you. I don't know. The whole thing was weird, but I didn't really like him because they offered him the job and he said yes. And then he was like, no. And then a month later, he's like, yes.
That did happen.
That's weird to me.
Well, the whole fucking thing was weird.
But I think you have to give it to Jason Kelsey if you're not going to give it to Hurts. You also could give it to Elliott. I mean, that dude just is built for the moment, which scares me a little bit because if there's like a 60-yard field goal to win the Super Bowl, you know, that's going to hurt because the expectation is he should make it if he misses it, you know?
I mean, I honestly felt like Bradbury had one of his best games.
What was it?
Bradbury.
Yeah. I mean, what is the deal? Is it because the defense can't get there, like the line is not getting there on like sacks, and then we're getting torched, or is it just like they're bad?
Well, I think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit of both. Honestly, like if the line's not getting there within like 2.5 seconds, any quarterback that's worth a shit in the NFL is gonna find someone open. It's like Sam Howell had fucking 250 yards in the first fucking half or some shit. Because like if you don't get there, they're gonna find a guy. It's just the way it fucking works in the NFL. So yeah, I think like you said all the time, the defensive line is where it starts. If you suck on the defensive line, you are gonna have a bad time, and that's just how it is. They don't usually suck. They get there. They at least rush them. Now they haven't been sacking a lot recently, if you've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Well, that's because the last two games specifically, you're going against two of the highest rated quarterback pressure illusionists.
Yeah, two really mobile, good quarterbacks.
Guys that can sling the ball 100 yards from their knees, Jamarcus Russell type arms.
Yeah, just cannons on their fucking arm. Cannon. Absolute cannon.
So it's an anomaly. And it's just funny that it all lined up. You know what I mean? Like
the Jalen Carter field goal block was disgusting.
He's so special, man.
He was like 10 feet in the fucking air.
What were they thinking? You know what happened is that he wanted to play with the Eagles because all his buddies were there. And then he just started tanking workouts and tanking fucking interviews.
Whatever.
They were like, hey, what do you like to do in your free time? He's like, I play with trains And then they were like, "Oh shit, nope, we are going. We're gonna skip this fucking guy."
That shit was impressive though. That block. And honestly,
Yeah.
also they won without Lane Johnson. We have to say it.
I forgot about it. I didn't even know. You know what? For all the shit that we give Driscoll, a full week of practice, I think the guy could be good if he's like in the rotational piece. Like if he gets I don't want him coming in off the bench cold. I don't want that, right? But if you tell me that I can have a week practice of Driscoll, I'm okay with it. I mean, like, listen, you're going from like a 99 superstar to like a 79 guy.
Yeah, and it's very clear like what he focused on. Like he focused on passing, pass blocking, because in the running game he was awful.
Yeah, which okay, you're not going to get everything. I'd rather excel at one thing than not the other.
Totally. And he was actually, I was looking at the PFF grades. He was their best pass blocker on the offensive line on Sunday.
I believe that. I mean, again, there was. You know what I don't want to say this because I feel like if another fan base said this to me, I'd be like, "You're a fucking idiot." But I feel like Jalen Hurts' sack numbers are fucking so inflated, and that it's almost painful because they're obviously scrambles to the outside and he gets sacked for a yard, and then it comes up as a sack on the sheet, and then it looks like he's got 75 sacks and really it's like 4.
Yeah. You can actually.
But I know that if a Cowboys fan said that to me, I'd be like, "You fucking pussy."
Yeah, like you could go down the rabbit hole and like actually figure out like which ones are in the box and which ones are out of the box.
100%.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
No. And like, I'm sorry, these fucking people crying about the tush push. Oh, my cornerback runs from 10 yards. Like, who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? It's 6 points. However you slice and dice the fucking apple open, you fucking moron.
It's the same argument as these Cowboys fans make. They're like, well, if it's so easy to beat on the bad teams, then everybody would do it. Okay. Well, if the tush push was so fucking easy, then everybody would do it. It's the same argument. You can't argue against something with the same argument that you use. That's fucking stupid.
I think our new thing should be that every time someone says something really fucking dumb, we should look in their tweets. Like the one that I have that's sticking in my brain, right, is like last year our whole entire defense, like when we were arguing with people, it was like, this is who's on our fucking schedule. We're playing who's on our schedule. What do you want us to fucking do? And then they'd be like, you beat the fraud ass Giants and you beat the fraud ass. You beat the fraud ass. Everyone's a fucking fraud. And then you do it again this year and they're like, we're beating up on teams that we're supposed to beat up on and we're not getting credit.
It's unbelievable.
Do you guys realize the shit you put us through for a whole fucking year because we had to play the fraud ass fucking Giants? Oh, fucking imbeciles, man! I get so irritated. And then you can decide what you want to do with this next phrase that's about to come out of my mouth. I can't fucking handle like these fucking dodo birds, specifically women who just fucking spew. They're not even making cohesive facts or anything. They're just like, Dak's the greatest quarterback in the league. And you're like, well, why? And they're like, because he's handsome and now he's going to be a daddy. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Dude. And it's not even just like women specific. It's Ernie. Like Ernie is your leader.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are you saying girl? Did you see a couple? I'm thinking
of that chick with the teeth that looks like fucking Goofy, that's been getting blown up on our fucking thing. I forget her name, but she's fucking brutal, dude. And then all she says is, "I got time today. I got time today." Well, it sounds like you got time every fucking day. Do you have a job? Fucking heat me up. Fucking Hot Pocket. You know when you're eating a Hot Pocket and fucking singes your mouth?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Best Hot Pocket flavor. Can you do it?
I don't have a lot. I don't eat Hot Pockets a lot, but I'll tell you what. There was
Hold
a
on.
time.
Rewind. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that you did not binge eat hot dogs, hot pockets when you were in your 20s.
Dude, I was just gonna tell you.
Yeah, I know.
When I was in high school,
We don't look like this without binge eating hot pockets. All right.
When I was in high school, and I was actually in pretty good shape then. I was lifting, I'm playing football, baseball, whatever. I used to literally eat the same fucking thing every day at lunch. I used to eat a bag of fucking the gold bag of Hers barbecue chips, two pepperoni hot pockets. Now listen, this is in the 90s, dude. So like, all right. And an Arizona iced tea. That was my lunch every fucking day, dude.
I don't like that you just said to me that you ate the fucking gold bag Hers.
Yeah, dude. Well, back then there was only like fucking 4 bags. It was only fucking it was green bag, it was gold bag, it was red bag, it was blue bag. That's it.
Teal.
Maybe they had the white bag. Maybe.
No, they definitely had the salt and vinegar chips for sure.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
Yeah. Hot take, I think barbecue chips are fucking foul.
Oh no, you're absolutely wrong.
I'm not a fucking I think my problem is that I like Doritos so much that I put Doritos above any kind of fucking chip.
mean, Doritos are elite. I can't argue that.
Dude,
but pepperoni
around on a Dorito.
Pepperoni hot pockets are the goat.
It's not even. My buddy asked me that, and he's like, "I'm surprised you didn't say cheesesteak." And I'm like, I just feel like what? Because I live in this area that has got to be a fucking cheesesteak. Like that's the last thing I want.
No, it's not a cheesesteak. It's not even that good. It's not even that good. The ham and cheese one was like okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I'm not doing that. Hot ham and cheese. Give me the pepperoni.
Do you remember that? This is gonna throw it back just a teeny bit. There was a moment when Hot Pockets was like, we're going to try to be a tad healthier, right? And they came out with like a flaky croissant crust that was chicken, broccoli, and cheese.
I do remember that.
Boy.
It was good.
It was so fucking good.
It was good.
It was so good. One time when Chrissy was pregnant with this dude, the Rangers are good.
Yeah, they are.
Fuck, it's annoying. When Chrissy was pregnant, did you know that they made 2 different types of ham and cheese hot pockets?
What did they use? A different cheese?
It's cube ham and spiraled ham. I didn't know this, so I did
not know this. I thought that it was always the cube ham.
Nope, I got the deli sliced ham, and I had to go right back out and get the right ones. One has a croissant crust, the other one doesn't.
So was the spiral ham not good?
She just, she was pregnant. And
I got you.
It is what she wanted. So, when you're dumb and you fuck it up, you go back to restaurant.
Oh man, that's fucking funny.
Right, and then the other food question, which we kind of touched on, but I want to know because I have a little bit more to elaborate. But it's hard to text you guys when I'm 2 hours late for work, and I'm going 60
on a residential street.
What is beeping?
It's probably your heater.
Oh my god! I forgot I had a kid.
Ooh.
All right, well, we're good. He's out. But that's what the beeping. That was the washer machine.
Nope, just your child living.
I forgot I had a kid for like 25 seconds.
Actually,
for 33 minutes. we're finally getting through. Like we're finally getting sleep. You know what I mean?
Oh god, that's elite. That's an elite moment.
It's the fucking greatest. Although. You want to see something really disturbing?
You know what's going to happen now? You're going to start getting sleep and you're going to start feeling like you're comfortable and then you're going to have another one.
Well, I told her I would rather get divorced.
Oh, yeah. That's right in the kisser. Kenny's showing me a picture right now. He got literally puke
carrots
right into his face, all over his beard.
You see the orange tint to it?
God.
It was tough. It led to an argument. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh,
here's the first initial shot of it.
Oh,
yeah. So my question, and I'm mostly asking the podcast, but I can elaborate a little bit more now. So, like, I asked Dave and Jake if they would rather have, buffalo wings for the rest of their lives or cheesesteaks. And originally, when you ask this question, you have to start out with like the bare minimal, right? Like it's just got to be steak and cheese and hot wings, right? And then as you dissect this argument, you go into like, like you can do so much shit with cheesesteaks that like you can put them in an egg roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a chicken wing, you could make chicken wing dip, which is just peeling a bunch of chicken off of the thing and making like a buffalo chicken dip.
I don't like buffalo chicken dip. Hot take. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, I don't think you're wrong. But Trader Joe's has the best fucking buffalo chicken dip I've ever fucking had in my entire life.
I just don't need it. I don't need
I get it.
buffalo, and I honestly I don't even like. I don't like the tobacco. I don't like that that generic fucking buffalo sauce that people use. I fucking hate that. I hate it.
What's generic?
I don't know. It's like that. It's like the
Frank's.
I don't know if it's Frank's or if it's Tabasco or if it's a combo of them. I don't know, but I just don't like it. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of it.
I hear you.
Give me the hot honey all day, every day.
Wow, of course. But the thing is,
but anyway, cheesesteaks.
My point is that you're not gonna ever just you're never just gonna eat a chicken wing, without dipping it, right? Like, do you eat a wing and you're like, God, I don't want. I'm eating the wing to get as much blue cheese into my mouth.
Yeah, we talked about this. I will shove that thing so far down in that fucking cup that I want to get the chunks of fucking shit out of the bottom of that fucking cup, man.
I like to save those clumps for like my final wing.
To fucking cake that shit into the wing, man.
Yeah.
Smash that fucking blue cheese right into that.
But I told you this like recently. The world's best ranch is better than the world's best blue cheese.
No.
Yes, buttermilk ranch is significantly better. No. Yes, a homemade. Wait, where's Peter Laviette coaching?
No, there is no ranch that's better than blue cheese. No,
you're wrong. But the point is that there is more quality second tier blue cheese than regular ranches. So like ranch becomes obsolete in my eyes.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do.
Like I think the best ranch against the best blue cheese without the clumps is better than the best blue cheese. But all the other blue cheeses.
Wait, did you just say Laviolette?
Yeah.
Isn't he coaching the Rangers?
Is he the Rangers or is he Detroit?
I think he's Rangers.
Yeah. Fuck. He's gonna win a cup.
All right. Anyway, so you're going cheesesteak, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Because listen, if I'm gonna pay $15, which by the way is way too much for fucking any one piece of food ever. But
you get like
this is what
wings,
it is,
right?
Now. You get 10 wings for $15.
Yeah.
You get a whole cheesesteak for $15, maybe less than 15.
And it's always a crapshoot, like to how good the wings are gonna actually fucking be.
That is true. And if you get a cheesesteak, you can actually take it home. If you get wings, you can't take them home. By the time you take them home, they're slimy fucking pieces of shit.
Jake does bring up a good point. Like, I am slowly getting like away from wings. Like, if we go out to like a bar and like someone's paying for them, like a vendor or something, yeah, I'll fucking tear down wings for sure. But like, if it's coming from my money, I'm getting a cheesesteak, cherry peppers.
Listen, you got to get the bang for your buck, right? You pay when you're paying $9 for a fucking pound of meat. I want a cheesesteak.
Honestly, you could argue, those little like fresh shaved little things that you can get at Giant that has like the cheesesteak meat in it.
Yeah.
They're like $9.99 and you get 2 out of those. So like, really, is it overpriced? Like,
yeah, but you're not even getting a pound. See those things are actually a ripoff though.
Yeah, I know.
Because you're paying $9.99 for less than a pound. You're paying $9.99 for 12 ounces, probably.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, I would agree with that.
And that's what they do. Like that's what they did with inflation. Like they didn't.
Thanks, Biden.
They weren't like, oh, we're gonna raise our prices. No. They're like, hey, instead of a 12-pack of soda, it's gonna be fucking 8. but we're still going to charge you $6.99 for it. So the price didn't go up, but we're only giving you fucking 8 cans.
Let me run this one by you.
What is that shit?
This podcast is fucked. Let me tell you this.
We're off the rails. I have this whole fucking sheet of notes, and we talked about 3 things.
So I've been back on my Sprite grind. I can't help myself. I have to have a Sprite Zero.
Sprite's not even that good.
Well, the problem is that
it's okay.
I'm obsessed with cherry fucking 7-Up. And you tell me where I can fucking find that guy at, because I can't locate it.
You did it to yourself.
So the Wawa, the Wawa has that fucking drink thing that it has every fucking drink you could. It has 1,000 combinations of fucking. Anyway, long story short, I'm getting into a rant. So I was like, I can't be drinking like a crazy I don't want to drink a can of zero soda. So I've been drinking the mini cans, right? They're only 6 ounces or 7 ounces. They're mini cans, right?
Yeah, they're for making drinks.
Well, they're for making Kenny happy at dinner time. That's what they're for in my house. Why am I paying $7 for 10 mini cans? The ounces isn't even fucking close.
No, you shouldn't be paying that. You shouldn't be buying those.
But the problem is I'll fucking drink 900 ounces of soda if I don't have that commitment, control.
That's why they do it. It's the same reason why they sell those stupid 100 calorie packs of fucking snacks. Like, listen, if I go to BJ's and it's on sale and I'm going to buy a fucking box of Doritos, with the little snack bags, you think I'm going to go into the fucking cabinet and pull one bag out? No, I'm not. I'm probably going to grab 3 or 4. And it doesn't matter that these little fucking bags.
Well, no, you're 100%. I remember I told you this about Oreos, right? They're all the same serving size. They just change the amount of cookies you can eat.
It doesn't matter. You're going to eat as many as you want to fucking eat, right? So you have to figure out the best price for you. You should be buying 2-liter bottles, dude.
Yeah, but this fucking 2 liters can suck these nuts.
I know. Listen, but you are.
Why? It is 2023. Why do I open a 2-liter and the next day it tastes like someone spit loogies in it? I don't get it. It's fucking flat. I don't understand. And I'm like, when you're putting the cap back on, you're like this. You're like, fuck you. I'm getting every ounce. And then all the air out. What's so fucking funny? And you're fucked too when you open the 2-liter and sometimes it's like, and then when you open it, it's like this. It's like, and I'm like, fuck, I can't drink this.
I fucking opened a gallon of apple cider the other day that was fucking had more PSI in it than that.
It's insane what is happening, but you're 100% right. They're like, yeah, look, inflation's down. Groceries are technically cheaper, but you're also getting 3 Oreos compared to the 100 you were getting.
Yeah, you buy this half pound of meat for $9, which is the same price. It's the same price, guys. It's the same price. No, it's not. It's not the same price.
It is honestly it is disgusting. You know what I mean?
Wild, dude. Wild.
It's annoying.
All right, listen. Let's make a left turn. Let's get back on track. All I want to say is this. First of all, stop blaming the referees. And this goes for all of you. Whether it's in any sport, I don't care what sport. Stop blaming the referees. Stop it.
Here's the thing.
And I know that some sports are more influential than others when it comes to the referees. I know, in my opinion, the most influential is basketball. That's the most.
Well, yeah, because you got people like fucking Scott Foster out there.
Yeah. So, I know that basketball is very heavily influenced by the refs. Other than that, you guys need to stop, man. There is holding on every single play in the NFL. Every single one. You want the horse collar. Okay. He tackled him by the front of the jersey and then had his hand around the back.
Stop it.
It's not a horse collar. It's
not fucking horse collar. Read the fucking rules and know what the fuck you're talking about. And then they're like, well, then it shouldn't have been intentional grounding. Why did he throw the ball away?
because he
Why
didn't
did
want
he
to give
throw-
up a sack.
Exactly, you fucking moron.
And he's over there fucking whining and bitching so that he doesn't give up a sack.
Yeah.
That's what he's worried about in the middle of a fucking game. Meanwhile,
Also-
Jalen Hurts just wants to win. Josh Allen's worried about giving up sacks.
Also, like apparently, which I didn't know this was a rule, like it doesn't pertain for a quarterback outside the pocket on a horse collar, or is it inside the pocket?
No, it's inside, and that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You would think it would be the other way around.
It should be all the time. You should never be able to grab a horse collar ever.
But anyway, long story short is, hey, first off, he was never really inside either components of the jersey. Definitely not on the back. You could argue that a finger or two might have slipped on the front. But guess what, people? The front of the jersey is not considered a horse collar.
It's not. It's not. So stop blaming the refs. Stop blaming the refs. Here's the other thing. The Eagles came back and beat the Bills. The first team ever since the merger, like fucking, we're going back before most of you guys that hear this or have been alive. The first team ever to lose, having 500 yards, 10 third down conversions, and a positive turnover ratio. Ever.
Guys, the Bills lost that game for themselves.
The Eagles beat them.
I'm just saying, like your kicker left 4 points on the fucking on the ice. What? On the fucking monsoon field. But seriously, like, oh, by the way, I had the option of going to either Buffalo game or Miami, and your boy picked the right game. Just saying, better game against the Bills, but I would have been wet and cold and been miserable.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So long story short, there you can't. Yeah, the Eagles beat them. Fine. Fucking Rangers 4-2. The Bills also lost it for themselves. I don't care what anyone says. They did. You left 4 points on the thing. You missed a wide open Gabe Davis for a fucking win.
And everyone's arguing like, oh, Gabe Davis ran the wrong route. How do you know? How the fuck do you know?
I do really get annoyed with that, by the way. Like against the Chiefs when
nobody knows
Byard when Byard came down.
Yeah.
I don't know who's supposed to be on that fucking tight end. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking play call is. If I had to guess, the linebacker missed the fucking call.
Well, whoever it was on TV was all up in Byard's shit.
Yeah, they always do that shit. I'm also tired of Tony fucking Romo. He was cool when he was like 1 year removed because he was like, oh, you see that lineup? You see that formation? Like, you know what I mean? Now he's just like,
there it goes. Here they're gonna throw a slant. They're gonna throw the slant here.
My favorite was, and I don't know. If
I actually don't. I don't mind him. I really don't.
He's annoying as shit though when he's on an Eagles call or a Cowboys call.
You feel like he's slanted against the Eagles?
Oh, I know he is. Seriously, he is 100%.
I don't feel that.
The one thing that he did though that really just fucking it makes me laugh because I'm like, kudos to you, buddy, because you are just doing exactly what when it's like there's like 1 second left in the review and he's like, I'm gonna go with a catch. And then the ref comes on, or you know what I mean? They go to Gene Saratone or whatever, or Terry McCauley, and he's like, "That's a catch." And then he's like, "Told you, I fucking told you, Brad." Like he does that shit all the time. It's incredible.
I don't mind him. I really don't feel like he's like super anti-Philly, but it's okay.
He was tough. He was tough last game.
And
mostly because I had to listen to him suck the fucking Cowboys cock on Thanksgiving.
What do you think about this?
Why you always lying?
The first half versus the second half, right?
Wow. It's going to eventually bite him in the butt. That's what my fear is.
But what do you think it is, though? Do you think Jalen Hurts sucks in the first half?
What, like,
or no, not on purpose. But like, do you think that is he struggling in the first half, or are they calling plays that are not? Are they calling basic shit in the first? Here's my theory. Let me just say it, and then you can tell me. I think that in the first half, these guys are calling like vanilla basic offense shit. They're reading what the defense is biting on, how they're reacting to what they're doing, and then they are adjusting at halftime and they're attacking the defense as what their game plan is.
Well, that's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
What do you mean? Why is it stupid? Because you can't do that for 30 minutes.
No, I know, but that's what it seems like they're doing. How can you be so good in the second half and so bad in the first half?
You know, here's the guess who mystery of the day. We're never gonna really know how in depth Nick Sirianni is with the O.
We'll never know that for any coach ever.
Exactly. So, like, do I think that he's like giving BJ a longer leash maybe in the first half? You know, like let me see if he can get calling a game, and then he gets yelled at.
You think Nick's in there calling plays in the second half?
I do. I mean, I don't know. I don't think.
Oh shit!
And again, this is we can argue this like 100%, 4,000,005 fucking ways. We can argue this, and you know, till you're blue in the fucking face. People that solely go off of stats will never be correct. And what I'm trying to say there is you know, I see this graphic come out that it's like, oh, the Eagles are 1-1-2-3 in offense. You know, like, you know, all these crazy fucking stats. And I'm thinking to myself. He also called 3 straight wide receiver screens out of halftime. So, like,
ridiculous.
And the third one to Julio Jones, which, again, I told you from the beginning, I love the ad of Julio Jones. It's veteran leadership. They love him. Players love him. He's good for the locker room. Give me Julio Jones on a 50-50 ball in the corner of the end zone to win the game. I'll take that chance with Julio Jones. The sure as hell don't want a fucking wide receiver screen to Julio Jones from R25 in the first fucking series of play.
No,
there's a time and place, and Watkins can suck these fucking balls. He better never show his fucking face again. I don't need to see it.
All right, so now that we're there, let's talk about that Zacchaeus play. Because
honestly, Zamalama Lama Lama Loomba should fucking be more targeted it, and I don't know how you do it because you got so many fucking people, but that guy can ball and he can fucking fly.
We were talking about him before the season.
I
talked about this, and I said, dude, I didn't even want Quez on this team. Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here, dude.
I know, and he doesn't bring anything. Like, you can't even put him in a punt return situation.
No.
I can't put him in. I
can't trust him. He's dropping balls in a piece of shit game against the Redskins. What's he going to do for you in the Super Bowl?
Drop the
I don't want that guy on my team. I don't want him.
It was the same exact route too, right?
I know.
Yeah.
That ball was fucking perfect.
I will say this. But I think if Quez went to anywhere else.
I don't even hate him. I just don't want him here. I just don't want him here.
Well, you know, I think the problem is there's too many dudes.
I think Zacchaeus is better than him. I think that's just it. I mean,
no, I'm not going to argue. You're not going to get an argument out of me.
You know?
But could you imagine Watkins on like the Ravens?
He would do well. He would.
The Rams?
If he could catch it.
Yeah. I just
he doesn't even drop that many. I was looking at his numbers. It's really not that bad.
Yeah, but they're magnified because they're the reason we lost both those games. No big deal.
It's time and place.
Who the fuck is this Duke head coach?
Oh yeah. He's. I saw a little bit. You're getting in an NCAA.
Since I have this TV down here now, I just feel like it's imperative to fucking watch whatever sport is on right now.
I do the same shit.
But I don't know. Quez hurts my soul because I think he's a decent player. I'm sure he's a good guy, but see ya. Pack your fucking bags. I want Zalama Dama Lama Linglong on my team. Listen, are you telling me that my fourth wide receiver is Julio Jones or Quez Watkins? And again, I'm not saying Julio Jones is elite. I'm not fucking saying we got Julio Jones of 10 years ago. But I will trust Julio Jones to go up and get a fucking football for me before I trust Watkins.
I agree, 100%.
Who's the coach of UNC? Is it still Herbert?
I think so.
Hubie Davis? Is that his name? Herbert Davis or
Davis?
Well, anyway, so yeah, I'm just. And was he on the field? How many snaps did he get?
I did not check that. It's
I mean, I'm mostly curious because I think that the Eagles know exactly what we know, right? And by the way,
wait, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about right now?
Watkins.
Oh yeah, he had less snaps than Zacchaeus.
All right, good. And maybe they were
But
like,
he's
"Well,
coming back. But he's coming back from an injury, so it's like
yeah." That's what I was just gonna say. Maybe they're trying to work him in.
He had 16. Zacchaeus had 18.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Gainwell had 23.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no idea he was even on the field. Seriously, I couldn't tell you I saw that number at all.
No, I didn't see him make any plays. I didn't. So, no targets for Quez.
I mean, he shouldn't be getting anything. My hot take
one
is
one target for Zacchaeus, and quite possibly one of the most
and the
important
world's
targets
greatest catch in that end zone.
Yep.
My question to you: do we think that if Dallas Goedert played in the last 3 games, the result is different?
You think that Dallas Goedert brings them down?
I think it makes it less of a nail-biting situation.
Oh, you think it makes them win better, easier?
Fuck yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if it was Buffalo or Kansas City because mostly I black out every time I watch those games. I don't know. I think it was Kansas City, but there was a point in the Kansas City game where I thought to myself, they would have went to Goddard on all 3 plays and got the first down to fucking milk it. So that's kind of what I think about. And then they wouldn't have had the moment to score there, and then we wouldn't have had to come back and win it, blah, 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 blah. It just would have been over. I don't know, man. I think Goddard brings a level of just you got to respect the tight end position because right now people don't give a fuck about what we're lining up.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's a coincidence that Jalen Hurts went from averaging like, I don't know, like probably 260, 250 a
to
game
195
to like 175.
Yeah,
since Goddard's been out. I mean, he had 183 against Dallas, 124 against the Chiefs, and 193 against Buffalo. Like those are low. They're low.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it is what it is. Do I want him to be out there throwing 150 yards? No. But I want them to win, and they're winning. So I don't fucking care.
It's really, really fucking hard to try to criticize this team. And you can criticize them. You absolutely fucking can. But like it has no volume or no weight when they're fucking 10-1. It doesn't. Now
so last thing about before we talk about the Niners, okay? The Eagles. So I looked into. All I heard today, all day, because I actually listened to Sports Talk Radio today, which was probably a mistake.
Idiot.
But all I heard today was how analytics is dumb and computers don't understand, and it's actually kind of funny listening to people talk about analytics that don't understand it at all. But basically just saying all the numbers are wrong and blah blah blah. So I figured I'd go digging and see what I could find. Interestingly, I looked at offensive EPA which is expected points added. It's a stat that the NFL has been tracking for a while. That tells you, how efficient you are offensively and defensively per play. Okay. In the second half and OT, when losing, okay, second half when losing, the average passer in the NFL is negative EPA, negative 0.1. Okay. So the NFL average is negative 0.1. Do you want to? Jalen Hurts is 0.57 in the second half.
Yeah, it's lights out.
That is insane. Second place is Josh Allen at 0.29. And these numbers, I mean, you don't usually see any EPA numbers above 0.3. For Jalen Hurts to be a 0.57 passing in the second half when trailing is like Michael Jordan shit.
But
it literally is.
I know that, but it leads to the conversation. What is happening in the first half? I don't understand.
Well, other part of this conversation doesn't have anything to do with Hurts. It has to do with the fact that our defense is literally average.
Well, that's
they're average.
Real quick. They might be below average.
Slightly.
Dude, Villanova is bad, huh?
Really bad.
Although they're 6-2 now, they just lost the St. Joe's. Yeah,
they're okay.
They're never gonna be what they were without Jay Wright.
They're not a trash can, but they're not like
They're just not great. I forget what I was saying because Villanova popped up. What was I saying?
I don't know.
What the fuck was I talking about?
Well, we were talking about Jalen Hurts. We were talking about second half numbers, first half numbers. I said that the defense was average because they are.
And then I said below average.
And they probably are based slightly below average. And everybody's acting like the offense is shitty. But in reality, the defense is not that good. So part of the reason why everyone who's hating on analytics looks at these rankings and shit, and they see that San Francisco is first and Dallas is up there, and there's all these teams above the Eagles, it's because of how bad their fucking defense is. The Eagles' defense is not good. Statistically.
No, it's not even close.
It's not good. And they show up when they need to. They make the sack.
Baby.
They make the sack when they need to. They make the fucking pass breakup when they need to. And that's fine. But it's what the problem is that type of shit doesn't usually work
long term
for 18 games or 19.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
How great would it be if the Eagles beat the 49ers and then bench Jalen Hurts against the Cowboys?
I would love it.
I would love it.
They won't do it.
I know, but how cool would that fucking be if they were just like, you know what?
We don't care.
You can beat us 85-0. We don't even fucking care. We already locked the number 1 seed up and the division, you stupid fucking bitches.
I don't think
nothing would give me greater joy.
They can't lock it up this weekend.
What do you mean?
Like they can't lock up the number 1. I mean, I know. I mean, basically it is, but it's not.
I mean, you're right. There's never 100% chance of anything.
No, and like you said today,
and you know what? They could lose to the Giants. I do not put it past that fucking WAP to do it to us.
I just know that.
I was waiting for that to register for you. Chill. My mom's Italian. It's all good.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought you were talking about the other kind of WAP.
A Whopper?
No, you're no. Oh, no. The other kind.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. You said it. You said it. You wouldn't be surprised if like the Eagles fuck around and like win this game, win the Dallas game by like a field goal, and then lose to Arizona and the Giants.
It would not be surprising at all.
Like it's just it happens, man. All I know is that if they win this weekend, it completely changes the trajectory of this season. It literally has that much to do.
Oh, I need everyone to fucking chill out on Seattle.
Also, Dweebo, get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck you,
dude.
Like
You're a glorified running back.
He talks way too much. Yeah, but you can't say that because people say that about Hurts.
Yeah, I know. I just like to say it.
Like you can't talk that much shit though when he's calling Bradbury trash and shit. The guy's got 400 yards receiving. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Well, anyone will talk when they get a mic in their face. Bing bong, bitch.
So, we're not even going to talk about everything else because listen, the Sixers are in the beginning of the season.
Boo.
They're getting pumped. No, they're not getting smashed too bad. They're losing by 12. It's not that bad.
No, I mean, I don't. It's just like when we were talking about fucking baseball in April. Like,
yeah,
this means nothing.
It's an Embiid late scratch.
You got a little tummy ache? You got a tummy ache? Is this a little crony situation?
I don't know if it was a tummy ache or what, but so yeah, they're gonna lose tonight, but they look pretty good, man. They're moving the ball. They're playing good. They're playing good basketball. Honestly.
They're at least enjoyable to watch.
They are. And when they get
last year, I wanted to fucking hang myself.
Yeah, it's way different, man. Way different.
And it's Doc Rivers. You know, I'm starting to think that like I think I'm starting to get really good at my takes. I feel like I'm rarely wrong. I feel it in my bones.
Wow, rarely wrong.
Rarely wrong. I mean, at least with coaches, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I hate coach conversation, man.
I know you do, but you're wrong.
I think my problem is that like I feel like everyone so quickly goes to blaming the coach, and like,
dude, Doc Rivers deserved 100% of the blame.
Completely. So, Eagles 3-point underdogs at home.
They should be next.
Yeah, I'm just saying. What do you think?
They should be. Everything.
No, like, do you think they cover?
They're gonna win by 2. It's just like this is how my gambling has been. I've been ice fucking. I'm literally. I'm not exaggerating this number. I'm 1 for 25.
Oh my god!
Everything I touch turns to fucking piss.
Well, I'm not gonna text you anymore because you're just a mush.
Yeah, you know when you're like taking a piss outside and a little bit gets on your hand. That's me all day, just fucking covered in piss hands.
I don't know how you could bet against the Eagles right now.
Yeah, that's argument number 1. Argument number 2 is, and everything is, analytical and stats and all that fun fucking shit. So like, of course they're gonna be dogs at home. Like people overthink it, man. You're overthinking it. It doesn't mean anything. Just because they're not favored to win doesn't listen. I know Vegas doesn't get it wrong often, but they do get it fucking wrong. I mean, like,
well, they also go where the money tells them to go. Like,
exactly.
If you came out with a line that was like Eagles -2, dude, people would be throwing millions of dollars on the San Fran. Like they can't do it. They have to go where the money tells them to go.
I mean, honestly, all Vegas is doing is hedging its bets, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's all they're doing. They're hedging their bets.
Yeah, and the line gets set by a couple different ultimately, yes, exactly. So, I don't know if they're gonna win. I don't know. I really don't know. I
wanted before we did this, I wanted to give you my 25-second dissertation on why I'm sick and tired of the Seahawks to be considered a threat.
Oh yeah. You started going there. Go ahead.
What the fuck are we? What are people looking at that I'm not looking at? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
The Seahawks have the same record as the fucking Denver Broncos, the Indianapolis Colts. Like, think about these teams. that
Yeah,
that have the same record. Minnesota Vikings,
they
fucking,
are fucking terrible.
they're mid.
Thank you. They're not. They're mid. The only thing that is going to potentially make this game interesting is that it's in Seattle and we just don't win there. Like that's the only thing I see. Geno Smith is hurt. Did you hear what they were talking about? Like his when he literally did his pregame football meeting that they do with the announcers and shit on like a conference room table, and he was getting rolled out. You know what I mean? Like they were rubbing
Yeah.
this foam too. So like the dude is in some serious fucking pain. And if he starts, there's no way Dallas doesn't win on Thursday. There's no way the Eagles don't win on that following Sunday. Or 2 Sundays, right?
Yeah, so we got Niners, Dallas, Seattle.
And do you beef with Seattle fans? Like, I feel like our beefing is going to end here shortly.
Thank God. I need a break, man.
Dude. Oh, it's so tiring.
I need a break, man.
There's so many things I want to say, and I can't, because you know what I mean? Like, it's I'll feel like shit kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there are some real fucking trained motherfuckers on that fucking internet. I'll tell you that much.
Some stupid peeps, some stupid people. They're Seattle is I don't know. They're just like you said. They have
Their defense is a little bit better than you would expect. Their offense is fucking trash.
Well, they don't have anybody. Disley's injured. Fucking Walker's injured.
Can we start talking about DK Metcalf?
Geno's
maybe
injured. DK Metcalf. What happened to that guy?
That's what I'm saying. So like maybe we were all wrong.
Well, yeah, he had a flash. He had like a flash, you know? Like listen, when the big thing that you're known for is chasing a dude down on a pick six and tackling him after 98 yards, that's not good. That's not good.
It's tough with him. I'm sure
listen, he flashed for what, 1,300 yards or something?
He'll fucking flash against the Eagles though.
He's had a couple 1,000-yard seasons. I know he's had at least 2. So
he's okay, but like people were talking about him being like the next fucking Michael Jordan of wide receivers.
Yeah, no, he ain't that.
But yeah, I don't know. This whole thing, Seattle getting all this love is very confusing to me.
He ain't no Megatron.
No. You mean the greatest to ever do it?
Megatron was a goat, man.
Oh, he's so good.
He wasn't better than Randy Moss, though. So, you know.
I'm just trying to think if their careers really overlapped at all.
Of course they
barely.
did.
It would have had to.
Yeah, I mean, they did.
Yeah, especially when Randy went for 50. How many touchdowns did he get that year again with Tom Brady?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
I mean, he's top 7. I could talk you into top 5. You know what I mean?
Oh, of like all time?
Well, of our lifetime.
Okay, so like you're excluding like Jerry Rice and shit like that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Like how about this? In the last 20 to 25 years.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Randy Moss is probably.
Randy's got to be 1, right?
Randy's probably number 1. I mean, I think he had. I just found it. He had 23 touchdowns in 2007.
And Tom Brady had 52. Here's the thing about Randy Moss, and I don't know if you have it up. It was, I vaguely remember like Minnesota to what? The Raiders to, so like that, and then there's another team before he got to the Patriots, I think.
No, it was Minnesota, Raiders, Patriots.
How long was he on the Raiders for?
2 years.
Why I know that you're gonna get so fucking mad at me, but like, why is that the Randy Moss I remember? It shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't.
You know what I mean?
No, I remember Vikings, man. Randy Moss the most.
Well, no, I know. I just like for some reason it's probably
and obviously that the Patriots year.
Yeah, and it's just like the Vikings, the Raiders jersey is just iconic.
Oh,
black with silver. So like maybe that's what that is. I don't really know.
It was an awesome jersey.
It is
The Moss one too. Fucking awesome.
Randy fucking Moss. It's an interesting debate. I would spend some time on it.
Already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I would spend time on it. Like I think I could spend time and try to like dissect it.
Well, who would you take over him?
Whoever Randy.
Yeah, you can't.
I know that's no. I just meant like after Randy. What is that? What is
Oh,
next?
okay, I got you. I mean, probably
Because,
Calvin Johnson's next. It's got to be.
And then and what who had a really nice career, like good career, was Andre Johnson, dude. Uh oh. Where did Fry go? Doop boop 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 boop. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good for the boys. The boys. I don't know. I don't have this. Maybe he died. I don't know. You put Calvin Johnson at 2. Andre Johnson had a good career. I mean, I'm not really sure if is Deshaun Jackson in there.
Or are you just talking to yourself for like 5 minutes? Because I got fucking booted.
Yeah, it was just a quick little dissertation.
Okay. Looking forward to listening to that later.
I was trying to give my man Andre Johnson some creds.
That's fair.
I just don't know. Like, it's crazy to me be like, in the last 20, 25 years, like, is your top 5 like Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson, fucking Justin Jefferson? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
no,
I know, and that's what I'm trying. I can't think of these older wide receivers.
Well, you're disrespecting T.O.
Yeah, see, T.O. Chad Johnson was a motherfucker, bro.
Chad Johnson was fucking good, dude.
The man. Yeah, see, this is why I needed you back, because I can't think like that.
Yeah. T.O., Chad Johnson. Hines Ward in had his moments.
Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, you got the ball rolling on this bitch.
Yeah, Fitzgerald was fucking really good for a few years.
There was a stretch where 7-8 years he was the best.
Well, and he's still going. Well, yeah, not now, but you know what I mean. Like, he was still he just was in the league forever.
Anquan Bolden, he's not top 10, but like he had a real solid career.
Well, you're stuck in Cardinal land right now, but yeah, he did.
Deshaun Jackson, I think you could argue top 15, top 20.
He was good.
He was really fucking good.
Anybody ever track a fucking ball better than Deshaun Jackson?
No.
Like, you throw it up there, he's going to get it.
That's your man right there.
That's your man. Go get your man.
T.O., that's a good call. I totally forgot his existence.
Yeah, T.O., it's got to be up in there. T.O.'s got to be.
Chad Johnson's up there.
Ocho Cinco. I don't know.
Jimmy Smith.
I don't know. We could probably put we could probably put that together though.
I'm just, we got to figure out if it's 20 or 25 years.
Yeah.
Is Justin Jefferson in your top 25?
In the past 25 years?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's probably close.
He's got to be, right?
Yeah, no, I really think he probably is close. He probably is.
I don't know. This is maybe a hot take. I don't know. I think I'm okay with Howie Roseman picking Rager over Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, but you're doing it with hindsight, though.
That's what I'm saying. Definitely saying that. Because I don't think the Eagles are as good. I tell you what, they don't have Devontae Smith. That's for fucking certain.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
You probably don't have A.J. Brown.
Probably not.
It's an interesting debate.
Is A.J. Brown going to find himself in the top 25?
Yeah, he's fucking good, man.
You know, over after
Oh, and by the way, it wasn't a fucking catch, people. Fucking chill.
yeah, you guys gotta
Chill.
calm down on that shit, man.
And that was I wanted to tell you this earlier, but I forgot. Like, if a ref's gonna call a bad game, I'm fine with the bad game as long as it's a bad game both ways. That's all I care about. Consistency. Bad game all around, fine. Good
The
game all
problem
around.
the problem that people had with I think with Sunday was that the Bills just kept being fucking stupid. The Bills had way too many penalties, and it makes the when you only look at the box score or you only look at the stats, it's like, oh, the Bills had way more penalties than the Eagles. Yeah, because they were being fucking stupid. They were false starts. They're fucking offsides. They're fucking face masks. They're all the shit that's like obvious shit. It's not like the tic tac stuff. So like, yeah, they had a lot of penalties. That's because they were playing with no discipline. It was really bad.
Yeah, they don't. People just want to fucking talk.
I know. So anyway, hopefully we didn't lose the beginning of that recording. But I think we've been doing this long enough. So Kenny, let's just pick the Eagles game. Eagles +3. You like it or no?
How can you bet against the Eagles right now?
I can't. And honestly, I think what I'm gonna do is get it at +3.5 and just go.
The Big Ten championship. I gotta watch Michigan versus Iowa.
Michigan versus Iowa. The opened up at I think -21.5.
It still is.
I think it's still sitting there.
And you know what's crazy is that the over under is 31.5, and that means
they might not score, Kenny.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like I watch them because I bet on way too much college football, and I watch way too much college football when I'm available. And I watched the Iowa-Illinois game just recently. I've seen a couple of Iowa games. They are fucking horrible. They're bad. They have a great defense. Phenomenal defense. Their offense is so fucking bad. All they do is try to run the clock out. That's their goal. Their goal is to run the clock out. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it.
You know what I think? Well, you're not gonna like that. I think the NIL is ruining college sports.
You're not going to get an argument out of me.
I mean, there is 5 quarterbacks that are even worthy of even talking about.
Yeah, one of them already has said that they want to own the team when they come into the league.
That might have been fake, but he did definitely just say today that it will be a game time decision to see if he comes back, aka. And you know what he's going to do? He's not going to be represented by an agent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So then that way he can just drop out once it's like, over with.
I don't know. The NIL thing is like, I get it to some degree because like college players have been being taken advantage of for a long time. Other people making boatloads of money off of their,
how good they are
and their likeness and all that stuff. Totally understand that. But when it comes to like giving these dudes contracts because they want to sell like Virgin Mobile, like, I don't know. That's weird to me.
Yeah, or like the Bojangles people,
exactly. Or like Barstools signing people. Like, I think if you want to like if like EA is going to pay them because they're using them in a video game, all right, I think that's cool. I think that's totally fine. But like these companies paying them is weird to me, because listen, you are a amateur athlete. You are not a professional athlete when you're in college. You're not. So to get paid for doing it is weird. You're already not paying for school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which isn't cheap.
No, you're getting. I mean, most of these dudes are on full rides. The ones that are really good, they're not paying for that shit.
All right, we got to sign off. Kids awake.
All right, Kenny's kids awake. But listen, it's go Birds.
Go Birds.
And listen, do not let this weekend be your Super Bowl. Okay. It's a game.
It won't be, but I am. It's just gonna be me again on the edge of my seat, trying to smash my brains into the wall.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
It's fucking painful.
All right, let's go. Listen,
Love.
send all the love in the world to Kenny so that his kid will go to sleep. And maybe next week we have Cole Cowboys on this podcast. Probably not, but you never know.
I mean, reach out to him. We got nothing to lose.
Yeah, you never know, man. All
I
right.
think it'll be more painful to bring him in if the Eagles lose, though, like that following week.
Yeah, we got to do it before the game, not after.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Good night. Peace,
Go
love, and war. Go Birds.